can find some nice things in the Bible by searching words and then trying to connect them all.
Yeah.
But I also find you can get yourself into a whole lot of error if that's your overwhelmed, if that's your primary way of interpreting the Bible.
Right.
You're going to get into a whole lot of error.
Yeah.
Right? The scriptures are much less like an algebra problem than we make them out to be. We tend to look at them a lot more technical-minded, formulaic-minded, math equation-minded than they are. That doesn't mean that there isn't an aspect of that there. But the scriptures are much more like a work of art.
Oh, I like that.
It's more like a picture or a work of art that you behold. Now, within that can be some technicalities and some intricacies that are very important and critical. But if your underlying view of Scripture is that you're going to try to understand it with the technical mind, you're going to end up coming to a lot of erroneous conclusions. You want to see first that the Scriptures are painting a picture, a work of art, okay? And you want that to be the primary way that you're looking at the Scriptures. That it's like you want to see like an artist with a paintbrush, and through the Scriptures they're painting this massive work of art, and you're beholding the work of art, right?
Yeah.
And the Scriptures are what is commanding the stroke. Here, there. Okay? But when I only study Scripture just from like a technical standpoint, and only from like a formulaic or equation standpoint, it caused me to miss some of the beauty of the picture.
Sure.
You know, and I've never told Bertie this, but I used to think that I couldn't engage my imagination in how I wanted to explain the Scriptures. Because I always wanted to explain the Scriptures like they were a picture.
Yeah.
And even to this day, I still struggle sometimes on stage to just give myself over to that. I used to have this view that that was the wrong thing to do. I couldn't do that. And when I listened to Bertie, he kind of set me free to realize I don't have to explain every verse technically. I can paint the picture that the verses are explaining, and not try to explain every verse like it's a mathematical equation.
Right.
And that's one of the primary ways that his ministry has influenced me. Because I was in bondage to a law that said you have to explain the Scriptures as if it's a math equation or a scientific problem. And there's nothing wrong with doing it that way. But I sat with something where I wanted to explain this picture I saw. Right?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to just technical explanation.
Right.
And listening to Bertie helped set me free.
Oh, cool.
And I have to say,